Thursday night, which means we're here. It's Shattered Dungeons time. If you're driving in your car listening to this podcast, don't take a sharp left turn without signaling the other drivers with your blinker. Or you can use the old school method of flicking them off.
Works 9 times out of 10 if you're avoiding an accident.
If you're avoiding an accident. Okay. I personally like to merge and cause accidents. But that's just
9 out
me.
of 10 victims agree.
Welcome everybody. We got a fun show tonight. We have a couple things going on. Firstly, we're almost done with the second edition book, so that will be available on drive-thru once it's done in the next month or so. And past that, we have a fun edition tonight. So we're just gonna jump in, have some fun. I will say we are without Stella, who is played by Amy this evening. But we are also without Dion. I like to say that as a positive for some reason. I didn't mean to, but it came out that way.
The show so far sounds very depressing.
It's super depressing, yeah.
By the way, we're also out of... Yeah.
If you were looking for excitement, that's gone.
It's not happening here.
You may recognize that voice if you're watching or listening as one Cliff, who, if you remember way back in Arc 1, the one and only Lutz von Belschnickel himself.
I am Lutz von Belschnickel. I'm back.
Yep,
with no pants.
We are here today to show you the pants that I'm wearing.
It's none.
It's
so
zero.
let's do some character introductions. All right, let's see here. I know your favorite. I'm talking to you, random listener. We have Syrinx Nerdul, played by Alan, and there's his little card. Look at him.
I have a question.
Get my wife away from me.
Is this on Twitch?
Oh yeah. If you didn't know, talking to you, podcast listener, you can find this show at twitch.tv/Shattered Tabletop Games every Thursday night, except on nights where we take off.
Yes, come join our one listener.
Hey now. That was Syrinx, by the way. Alan, you said something about your ex-wife?
Yeah, keep her away from me.
Does she know that she's your ex-wife?
You know, I think she found out. Maybe a few episodes ago. I think the picture was painted quite clearly.
Jury's out on that one.
I could be wrong. Yeah, it's always there.
We also have Raymond, played by Raymond. There's his card.
I don't know what to do. How do I tell Charlene I found a new love of my life?
Wait a second. Is that canon? Have you established that you love Charlene? Or loved Charlene?
Almost every episode.
I
think I've just cleaned that from my memory. For any new listeners, Charlene is Syrinx's donkey.
Yikes.
Hey man, don't yuck my yum.
No. And joining us this evening, we have Zilks' new employee. It is Devad, played by Cliff.
Hi.
There we go. So let's jump in. Syrinx, I think it's applicable that you recap the happenings of last episode. Shall you?
Yeah, I'll give a quick recap here. So last episode I went and saw Lord Rodna. I explained to him what happened when we went to the city of Deianira and in the shard we were meant to gather. Afterwards, I proceeded to get stabbed a few times to teach me a lesson. Afterwards, I pleaded to get some a battalion of guards to work with so I could help improve the city a little bit and conquer the homesteads around the outside of Clegg. And I'd say that's the quick recap there.
It's a pretty good recap. Now, Ray Mahand, just to recap what you were doing during that experience, you were out trying to really, I guess, procure, forage, obtain things that you could use in your pursuit of Guard Captain Zilla. What things did you return to your home with, which Zilks then had to deal with?
I'm going to say I came back with a lovely shiny rock. Probably a bouquet of flowers that has died because, well, I don't know how to take care of them. And if I was able to like stomp on any small creatures, I bring them too.
What creatures would you want to stomp on?
Oh, you know, like rabbits and squirrels and
Squawos. Okay.
I just imagine him just like frolicking through the woods, and it's the most dangerous thing that's happened all week.
There's like this 14-foot half dragon, half Dargoth prancing through a field of wildflowers while you and me and you is playing in the background.
I like to imagine that all the animated critters from like what is it, Snow White or something, are like fleeing in terror as you're just crushing those slow ones. So as you are waking up the next day, Zilks, your last deliverable that you gave out was for Zilks to hire someone to install the dispensary. What are you calling that exactly?
Honestly, I haven't put much thought into it.
Well, let's establish a name as we travel onward. So, why don't you explain to Ray Ray Mahand what you are needing help with as you both travel to Zilks to check in if the business that you have established now is going according to plan.
All right, Ray, we're gonna go see Zilks. I got a mystery tonic dispenser installed, and that way we can start shipping out this wonderful drink I've been carrying around with me everywhere. I'm gonna need your help to lift these barrels onto some carts so we can get this started.
You got it.
So you travel for, the 15-minute walk it is to get to Zilks. And you're about to round the corner and you hear suspicious noises. Noises like Zilks is doing manual labor, which you all know Zilks. He's a fairly small basilican, void of any musculature to speak of. And so for him to be doing any major physical labor is probably not good.
I'm gonna quicken our pace.
Zilks hastens and rounds the corner.
My money's in danger. Oh
no. My investments. So as you round the corner and hastily approach Zilks, you enter the shop, and as you do, you notice that there is another individual there, and Zilks appears to be ordering him around. No, you don't lift with your back, you lift with your knees. And he's talking to Cliff. How would you describe Devad?
Well, he is a Lamkai. So
Great.
It is to note, Zilks has hired someone smaller than himself to lift these barrels. I didn't know you were alive.
This is stealth bonus.
I get it. It's just I didn't know. I thought you were like a Reson or something. I had no clue until this moment.
I'm sorry, but that's a little heavy for me. I'm a little small, so I can't do it.
I heard you. Zilks.
I'm sorry. Are you yelling at me?
No, I'm talking to our
I'm
boss.
sorry.
He hires
I'm
us.
sorry.
He pays the paychecks.
Who's the boss?
I told you. It's Devon. This is Zilks, Devon.
Okay, well, I'll sit here while you do that, and I will wait for the boss.
He is the boss.
Who?
He points forward at Zilks.
I'm waiting for Alan to respond.
I hired somebody.
He says disappointedly.
I can
it's
see
to be
that.
noted that it has been less than 12 hours since last you spoke and gave him permission to hire someone. This is obviously the first person that walked in.
What does Saris currently have that he's hauling back to the store?
So, Sarix, go ahead and describe yourself, not only for Cliff, but our esteemed viewership.
Oh yes, the wonderful. All right, so I am just your average-looking Alrizan. I'm probably about 45 to 50 years old. I am quite large. I have enjoyed many a feast in my time, and I have no hair on the top of my head, but I definitely have it around the sides. Typical male pattern baldness to the extreme.
It is to note he is wearing a fur vest and basically a loincloth.
Okay.
I am exposed to the elements.
And what did he bring back from his adventure? Weren't you hauling something back or no? I thought.
No, I'm here to pick stuff up.
Oh, gotcha. This is your store?
This is my.
Okay.
I'm an investor in
Who's
it.
the boss?
Zilks.
Okay, fine. He's
Zilks.
the boss. Fine.
I finally wanted to trust you with something important.
I heard somebody.
Can I check what's around the room right now? What's closest to me?
So there is what can only be described as a very sturdy metal spout, or like spigot. It's lying on the floor between you and Zilks. Clearly, he's wanting you to lift it, but it is almost twice your weight. There's no way you're going to realistically lift this. Around the room, there are different boxes and display cases, things like that. This is a merchant's place, obviously. Like,
Can I roll to pickpocket the assistant manager, whatever his name is, in front of everybody?
Sure, go for it. Roll a cut purse check or pickpocket check.
Is there a faster way to do this? Oh, see on the side there.
Yeah, you're rolling a D100.
Yep. Plus 20.
Nice. So because everyone's distracted in the Always Sunny in Philadelphia style chaos, you're able to grab the first thing you see, which is the small black obsidian dagger.
Nice. So I pick it up on. Ooh, this is nice. Yes, I'll take this. Let's put it right here in my pocket.
Are you saying that as you're stealing it?
Yes.
Okay.
I always narrate what I'm doing when I steal it.
I love that.
And then I place a party grenade in his pocket. Do I need to roll for that?
No, he's distracted. That 60 kind of encompassed everything.
Right.
As you pull the dagger and replace it with the party grenade, how long does he have?
3 seconds. Explodes in mid-conversation.
I told you I was gonna have some.
And then describe what a party grenade is. Like, what happens here?
It's just glittery confetti. Just glitter. The herpes of art projects gets everywhere. And I always say...
He's just sitting there with a glitter-filled pocket.
What?
That's it.
Zilks, what's this doing in your pocket? You're supposed to be running a business, not playing tricks.
It's not mine.
You have it.
No.
Well, it's not mine.
Roll a speech check, Devad. Chat, let's get a roll from you. Exclamation point D100, please. Let's see if we can gaslight Zilks. Now, while all this is going on, what is Ray Mahan doing?
Staring.
That's it? Just staring?
Oh no.
Staring.
Oh my.
Oh, it's a chat roll? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. You rolled 56 for your speech check. Do you have any bonuses?
No.
Chat rolled 22. So he's like,
I didn't know I picked it up. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on.
All right. Well, regardless, back to the topic at hand. Why would you hire someone smaller than you to lift something you cannot lift?
Oh, I'm sorry.
and it's at this moment he finally realizes the error in his logic.
No, just now.
Yeah.
He does need it put forward.
I thought it was a team lift scenario.
All right, let me show you real quick.
Him lift.
This is how it should have gone. Ray, would you mind picking that up and just carrying it for a minute?
With golden retriever energy, Ray Mahan bounds across the room and just like triumphantly lifts it up.
It weighs nothing for you. Like it's like picking up a toothpick comparatively. So you lift it, Zilks. Anything else?
You see how easy that was? No team lift, nothing involved. There's plenty of dark out here in this city, and
He starts writing notes like feverishly in a little notebook.
Please write this down. This could be important later for you.
Just roll a general D100 for me.
Everyone?
No, just Zilks. Okay.
Ooh,
well,
yeah,
actually,
that seems about right.
everyone can roll for this. Zilks doesn't pick up on what he's writing. He's just berating him. Devad, you're gonna see what he writes, and then Ray Mahan, you're just happily holding this valiantly.
I'm just happy to be a part.
Exactly. Devad, as you look over Zilk's shoulder, it says, "Find out what a Dargoth is."
I need to do something with that.
No, it's more for because you saw it. The viewers get to see how dumb Zilks is. So after a moment, Zilks kind of like composes himself.
Well, while you have it, can you put it on the wall?
Talking to Ray.
I'm gonna yeet it.
So you don't need to roll for this. You just full strength. You punch it into the wall, basically.
No questions asked.
You can see the impact marks. It's cracked the entire wall around it. But effectively, now in this shop, there is a spellbound spigot that produces the shape change mead that Zilks is so fond of.
Welcome.
Syrinx, you have now effectively established your supply chain for the distribution of this magical mead. Is there anything else you guys wish to do here?
I'm just gonna clarify with Zilks because I have to. Now we're gonna fill barrels with this and ship them to Norhan at the Oasis.
Oasis. Got it.
We're not gonna sit here and drink it, Zilks.
No, I don't like mead. I'm sober.
Congratulations.
That makes one of us. I'm gonna refill my flasks while I'm here.
Okay. Zilks kind of looks up.
Actually, I have something. Lieutenant Orbo came to me to tell you to... What was it? Oh no.
He goes through all of his pages and pages of notes.
He said he needs you to talk to him about opening up a trade route to a, he says it's a mystical homestead.
All right, we'll go see Orbo about that.
I think it would behoove both of us.
He starts saying big words, which means he is trying to let someone down easy, as you've established.
I think it would behoove us if maybe Devad went with you for training.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was to be at the store, and I'm at the store now. So I'm just answering an ad. You needed help.
I would like to pay you to not be here.
All right, Zilks. All right. Why don't you come with us? There's more work to be had than just sitting around here.
I would like to say that I have this dagger that I would like to sell before we go.
Well, that's Zilks' job, so...
I want to sell the dagger back to Zilks.
Roll a speech check. Chat roll, please.
Oh, no.
Please, chat, we need a roll. Tofu, we're counting on you.
It's all up to you now.
Zilks has had the best and worst time of his life working for me, I'm imagining.
Oh, yeah, this is like the pinnacle of experience for him.
I have essentially threatened to sell him off.
Yeah.
And it's just gone from there.
So, Devad rolls a 26, and Zilks, with the help of chat, rolls a 62. He looks the dagger over, and after a moment...
Wait a second, this is my dagger! Don't you shrug nonchalantly at me! Get out of here!
He takes his dagger back.
It's mine!
Dang. Stupid rolls.
It happens. So you head back at the behest of Zilks to your base of operations. And as you do so, you are actually able to run in to Lieutenant Orbo as he's approaching from the east.
Before we go up and talk to him,
You're gonna try and kill him.
I want... Time's up, Orbo. No,
Well.
I'm actually just gonna turn to Ray here. Are you all right? You seem oddly driven.
I'm fine. Just my brain is elsewhere.
Charlene looks up at you with longing eyes.
Well, that's new.
Don't tell me your mind's on Charlene again.
Yes, actually.
Do we know Lieutenant Orbo?
Well, you know the rules.
You don't,
Stay
but the
away
other
from
two do.
Charlene.
There it is.
Both of you roll opposed speech checks. Syrinx to see if Ray is lying, Ray to see if you can bluff your way through Syrinx's interrogation.
I think I'm just trying to, look out for a friend.
I mean, yeah, but this is the first time you're showing compassion. Yeah, Ray,
Yikes.
you are the worst at concealing your feelings here.
I'm gonna keep it played the way I had it, where I'm not gonna pry.
Okay, sounds good. But it's not about Charlene. So as Lieutenant Orbo approaches, he kind of waves his hand. If it's not Monstrous X, I was just coming to see you.
Still alive?
Of course I'm still alive. What are you talking about, still alive? Where have you been, son? I haven't seen you in like weeks.
That's why I'm surprised.
I'd like to sneak in front of him.
Okay. Roll a sneak check. Chat roll, please. Son,
30.
do you think if you just don't see someone, it means that they're dead?
That's what happened with my mom.
I don't believe that. Not for a second. Ooh.
You have trust issues.
What's your sneak bonus there, Devad?
Plus 30.
Okay, so you win. 91 from chat, 112 from Devad. So you're able to sneak kind of behind him. He doesn't recognize you. He's not paying attention. You just kind of walk around. He thinks you're part of the, citizens of the Tavern District of Clegg. Well, I'm sure Zilks got a hold of you. We have kind of a mutual interest based on off our last meeting there, Syrinx.
Yeah, that's why we came to see what you needed. I'm sure you you understand Zilks' ability to relay a message at its bare minimums.
Oh, and barely even that if we're talking truths. Well, there's this homestead, little oasis in the desert, if you will, but it's not the one where you already have business dealings. No, this is another one. And you see, this one's rather small, and I do mean that. But we've sent some representatives, let's call them. They haven't returned, so I'm worried either they're handy with blades or maybe something happened to them and we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. So I'd like to enlist Monstrous X to go investigate. But the good news is if we can establish trade relations with him, I think it'll all be a win-win situation, if you will.
Well, that sounds exactly like what I'm trying to do anyway, so you contacted the right people and we can take care of this.
Well, excellent. It's to the south once you get to the surface. It's about a 4-day trek, so it'll take you a while, but just make sure you pack for it.
Fair enough. In that case, any other information you can provide us about this homestead? Zilks said something about mystical. I'm not sure if that's just Zilks being Zilks, though.
Well, intelligence seems to indicate that there's a very powerful magic surrounding the town. Obviously, it's just hearsay at this moment as we haven't had an official report, but just be careful, that's all.
I'd like to take from him.
Okay. Roll a pickpocket check.
Do I get any bonuses for already being in sneak or no? Just a pickpocket.
I can't remember offhand.
I feel like there's a lot going against Lieutenant Orbo right now.
Oh yeah, he definitely has some negatives to what's going on. 78 is enough. You are able to remove his very intricate sword from its sheath without him knowing. It's kind of along his back, and you just like, whoop, It's mine now. So you are now holding his sword. He is unaware of you. There's maybe
I take it and I drag it on the ground because it's bigger than me, I guess, and I go back to the group.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm still in sneak, by the way, so he cannot see me.
Well, he's just he's not paying attention to you. You're not like invisible, but
I'm small like a hobbit, you know.
Yeah, exactly. He's just he's not
Fast
looking
hands.
in your general direction.
Fast hands.
Well, that's all the information I have. So if that's all,
By the way, there's a grenade in his pocket.
heard.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And if that's the case, then we'll be off, Orbo. I'll let you know when we get back.
All right, well, good luck. What the tarnation? As like an explosion behind him happens. There is glitter everywhere. What is this? Decorative. Did they get you? Guards! Guards! He starts asking for a platoon of guards within earshot. Does anyone do anything?
That looks like something like that happened to Zilks earlier today.
You're kidding me. It's a calling card. We're gonna have to investigate. I'm off. We gotta stop this terrorist from attacking Clegg. He rushes off, unaware his sword is missing.
I hope he dies.
So I found this sword. Does anybody want it?
Looking at it is very obviously Lieutenant Orbo's sword.
Yeah, I'll hold on to that.
I give the sword.
We should
But
sell it.
never mind. I'm not going to do that to him. Not tonight.
Not tonight.
So based off what he told me, I want to go hire a spell sword for the day. But I particularly want to hire spell sword Varix's brother that I bumped into a few days ago.
Oh, spell sword Vic's brother?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no!
Vic's brother.
You're gonna kill the whole family! Oh, man. For those who might not pick up on that, Zilks recruits spell swords and then proceeds to let them die on the reg.
That's the job. The job is to protect and defend. That's the line of duty.
My gosh.
Shouldn't make it a family business if it's that dangerous.
Yeah, true. It's that dangerous.
I am the only one left of my bloodline. One down.
Oh crap, it's him again. Run. He can't hide me. He can't catch me.
Everyone he hires meets the same grisly fate.
Is it him? Yeah, see you next year. So you all pack rations, foodstuffs, water, supplies, wineskins, etc. You are packed for about a week-long journey. You're able to load Charlene up with any excess items. Does everyone feel like they're ready for a week-long journey?
I have my bagpipes.
Oh God, not another one.
Are we sure this is enough food?
We can hunt more game on the way.
Yes, the naturally occurring desert animals.
Yeah.
If anyone's gonna find something to eat out here, it's gonna be Ray.
True.
I am not eating a cactus again.
Fantasy
That was one
Animal, welcome. Thank you for the follow. We appreciate you. Hope you've enjoyed it. So you guys spend about a week or so traveling to the location Lieutenant Orbo gave you. As you approach the destination, you are your eyes are peeled on the horizon, trying to see this mystical village. You're looking for kind of like any sort of Oh, hey. Thanks for the blessings of many 20s. Now, just for clarity's sake, it's a D100 based game, so that's actually wishing the party terrible luck, which I'm all for. I support that 100%. So as you're kind of peeled on the horizon looking for any sort of indication of this mystical village, you're looking for like a giant reflective field of magical energy, you're looking for an oasis type of thing, you cannot see a thing. You know you're nearing the location based on the directions. And as you approach, your gaze kind of lowers and you notice probably about like 100 feet off what can only be described as like a small tabletop village. Like it looks like someone took their D&D miniatures and made like a forest village. It's maybe like 2 feet wide by 2 feet wide. It's like it's small. It looks like it's in danger of being crushed by your feet.
I immediately run over.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be sneaking again.
Is there like little figurines, like little miniatures?
Yeah, so you see some miniatures like in the center as you near it. Now, how close are you actually getting to it? Are you running full speed? What's the deal here?
Oh, full tilt, because I want to find the prettiest.
No.
I want to find the prettiest miniature there is.
Oh no. All right, so Raymahan just barrels ahead. Zilks, Devad, what do you guys do?
Well, I tried to sneak. I rolled a 39.
You're probably not hidden, but you're confident you are.
I am going to be hanging back.
Okay.
For the moment and just seeing what happens.
All right, Devad, what do you do?
I am going to go up this base here, and then I'm going to toss a live grenade into the trees.
Okay.
Jeez.
So as you approach, Raymahan, you are running full tilt, headlong right at this tiny miniature village. Zilks, as you're watching this next to Spellsword Varric, it looks like Raymahan is about to just barrel through and destroy this tiny little town. And as you watch him run after it, he begins getting smaller and smaller, to the point where you're starting to second guess how close you actually are to this thing. And so as you see him run full speed, it's like he's running off into the distance, and you're almost positive that the horizon you think is close is actually very far off. Like maybe you're standing in a weird spot where there's an optical illusion. Devad, as you near as well, you feel like you're getting close enough to where you can lob an explosive at the trees. And as you near, it almost feels as like you are traveling vast distances with each step. Enough you get to the point where you're, pretty much right near the trees. You see what appears to be some sort of runic circle around the tree oasis area. And you toss a grenade, and it kind of just... and you see a branch fall to the ground. Now, as you guys look confusedly at this thing, Zilks, what do you do?
I guess nobody's home.
Not in that tree, anyway.
Varric, what are your thoughts here? I'm thoroughly confused.
Varric kind of looks everything over for a moment with his beady basilican eyes. And you can see him trying to feel any magic that's around, and as he kind of takes a moment, his eyes glow a pale yellow. There is magic here. Strong magic. Magic that's been here for very long.
I would wager we tread carefully, else we might be destroyed.
Nice and cryptic. Wonderful.
I'm
Be
gonna wreck
careful.
it.
Wreck it.
Alright, I'm gonna grab Charlene's reins and start slowly following after where I saw Ray going.
Okay. So as you all near, you all are very aware of the runic circle surrounding this small town. It is now full size as you approach. The best description of this I can give is like you're in that optical illusion room where, you know, you're obviously walking up next to the big old wall, but then to anyone else looking on, you look like you're miniature comparatively. So as you approach, you notice that there is a very thick tree line surrounding the town, to the point where it's not super easy to get through, but you could if you really wanted to.
Okay, I'm gonna start kind of walking the perimeter here
Okay.
of the tree line, see if I can find an easier way in.
Are you heading north or south?
Northeast.
Okay. So you and Charlene travel to the northeast, and as you kind of round the natural circular perimeter of the city, or town rather, you see an opening. It appears to be unguarded. It seems welcoming enough for a random oasis city town thing. As he travels to the northeast, Devad and Raymahan, what do you guys do?
We could go south.
I start drawing my sword.
We could go through.
Yikes.
No?
I think we should go with the guys to the north. That would be.
I don't know. It's kind of weird hanging out with my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, fine. Let's go south.
Okay. You seem smart enough. I'll follow you.
Okay. Devad leads Raymahan to the south. I hate that sentence. So as you both approach from different parts of the town, one to the south, one from the north, you see the openings in front of you. And as you gaze in past the tree line, you see a fairly well put together small township. A lot of the shrubs and greenery seem well taken care of. You can kind of see off in the distance a handful of people just kind of going about their daily lives. There are buildings. From what you can see, there might be a well at the center of the town to provide water. Looking in, it does not appear to be a particularly violent place, if that makes sense.
Not until we get in there.
There you go.
Not until I start lobbing grenades everywhere.
Yeet.
I'm gonna start walking through the entryway here as if I am a traveler on the roads.
All right. So as you guys enter the city from each direction, nothing particularly changes. It feels like you've done a million times just walking into towns. Now, as you do so, Ray and Devad, you see an older, mid to old lady. She seems to be tending her garden at the front of her home. Syrinx and Spellsword Varric and Charlene, you see a very ancient-looking woman by the well at the center of town.
I'm going to go ahead and stealth.
Okay.
Oh no. It's a retirement community.
There's a lot of old people here,
95
and they
is great.
smell like old people.
I'm just gonna walk towards the old lady by the well.
Okay. Devad, you feel like you're sneaking pretty well.
I've heard there's a species of frog people that throw their elderly in pits. That sounds like a good way to go.
I immediately check her pockets.
Oh, all right. So go ahead and roll a pickpocketing check. Syrinx, as you approach, the elderly lady turns around to greet you.
Oh, who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm a traveler sent here. Just kind of saw it on the road and wanted to see what this was about. I swear it looked farther away than it was.
It is a very old, magical city, town, village.
This conversation's gonna take forever.
As you're talking to her, Devad sneaks up from behind and is able to pickpocket 6 gold from her pocket.
Man, she loaded.
I rolled a D100 and got 6.
This really is an old folks community.
What brings you to our town, young one?
I'm looking to recruit this town in service of Clegg.
What's a clay?
A nearby city.
Sorry. Poor lady, she's on a fixed income. You just took her monthly ration.
Her social security for the month is gone.
Oh. Continue, young one.
There were others sent here to try and recruit this village. I'm wondering if you've seen them as well.
The ones who came with steel and fire. Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Where did you come from?
I have a pencil and a paper. Could you just write down what you're gonna say so we can get on with it?
Yes.
She takes your ink and parchment, whatever, and begins writing down what she's about to say. However, it is taking twice as long for her to write it down.
Helping or hurting. Helping or hurting.
No, my arthritis.
These old bones don't move like they used to.
Soft bones are delicious.
What if I paid you 6 gold coins?
6 gold, that's more than my monthly stipend.
She starts like hastening her pace, but it's still not great. I want you to not glaze over the fact that she has saved up that 6 gold over multiple months that you took.
Obviously, he's better at making money than she is.
After a moment, she hands the paper over. She basically has written down that the other group came and tried to pillage and burn the town, and they were able to deal with and repel them. But they were not able to escape necessarily.
Okay. So, like the villagers weren't able to escape, or the...
No, the invaders.
I just had to make sure. It's written down so you know it can easily be misread. Well, we are not here to pillage and burn.
I'm sorry, you're like 90, and how did you repel this force?
It was not only me. The villagers here are very strong. They have kept our traditions, our way of life, our town safe for very, very long, sustained by the magic that keeps this town so small and so closed off from the outside world.
I don't know what to do.
Do you have a village chief or leader?
Is there anyone else we can talk to besides you? Please, anyone.
This is an interesting good cop, bad cop situation.
She's like getting flustered and doesn't know what to do. She starts worrying that you're gonna take her job.
The merchant Irvis, speak to him. His home is right there.
Yeah, she points to the south beyond Ray Mahand.
Or you may speak to innkeeper Wildra. She is just there.
She points behind Divad over yonder. So you have this building and this building, kind of northeast or south. Either one.
I'm gonna regret it, but I'm gonna head to the south door.
Okay.
Oh, I just moved the wrong way.
I'll go in. I'll go in this one up here.
Okay.
Okay.
Want to make it hard on David?
Yeah, it's okay. I can do both. So, have you guys opened
Hold on.
the doors?
No, I haven't. I'm rolling a sneak.
Okay. While you're rolling that, Ray Mahand or Serix, you can go ahead and open the door in front of you.
I'll open it.
As you open it, a Athelian male turns around. He seems to be clad in pretty ornate armor. Clearly, he's more well off. Looking at you, he kind of stares you up and down and goes, "Hey! Welcome to my shop. What can I do for you?"
Is he also Fat Albert?
This
He
is
talks just as slow as the old lady.
This is Merchant Ilvis.
Elvis.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm looking.
Don't you break my heart.
I'm looking for information about this village.
Oh, mama, let me tell you about this village. This village is bathed in magic. It's so good. It's a brilliant place to live.
You gotta not get a lot of business though, being a merchant. I
No,
see you're
Once you're in here, you're trapped for life.
Wait.
I hear like he's a merchant from all the way over
Physically?
there, and I run.
Money?
It's like doing backflips across the courtyard.
Yeah.
So physically trapped in here for life.
Oh, mama, you're talking to the choir on this one. Yep, I'm trapped here for life. Let me tell you about trying to run a business in a finite economy where you can't source materials, goods, or services.
Well, that's not good. I'm here to recruit I'm here to recruit the city into a larger city deal, and hopefully supply it with more trade and business.
Let me tell you about your future, sir. You are about to establish a small, tight-knit business in this community where you will eventually die alone and with no friends like myself.
So it sounds like you're willing to take a bet on that.
Bet you say?
I'm rolling a speech check here.
Hooray! Well, looks like we're gonna have to burn this one.
Oh my gosh! Yes, put it down. Put it down. My roll is
This
so
town is a
bad.
bunch of caricatures. With a let's get a chat roll, please.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
Oh no! Is that your pickpocketing check, Divad?
It doesn't have to be.
Oh no!
I feel bad for Devad because the king knows karate.
He does. So
Only
Sarah's,
2 kinds of people know karate.
oh my gosh. Andrew, oh no, you're
No
Zombified.
way.
Thank you so much for the roll. We'll come back to that in a moment.
No way
Sarah,
he rolled a 1.
with a 105, you are
That-
able to succeed your speech check against Merchant Ilvis.
This is perfect.
What do you say?
So the bet's gonna be, if I can get out of this town and open this town back up to the rest of the world, he's gonna work for me.
Sir, I don't know your name, but if you can do that, Merchant Elvis is your man.
Perfect. I have many merchants working with me, and another is always welcome.
I would love to be part of your business.
All right, then I will go about and get started on undoing this magic.
Now, as this is happening, Devad, you have you're not really sneaking. You're just entering the room as they're having a conversation, and you are pillaging this merchant. With a roll of a natural 1, he is unaware of anything except the bet he has made with Syrinx. So you are able to take a like a whole inventory of his, which I'll roll for you in a second. Hey man, this is my first Elvis impression. The voice progression went from Fat Albert Elvis to Foghorn Leghorn.
I do declare.
Yeah. Elvis is the What Does the Fox Say band, yes, but it's also kind of Elvis. I was kind of going for that. I actually have been thinking Shatner the whole time and just hoping it translates. Let's see here. You are able to find, Devad, you find an obsidian axe of +5 fire damage, poison of ill health +10, a silver headband of potency cost reduction 2, a poison of frenzy, and a sapphire headband of potency regeneration 5. All that's in the Roll20 chat. You can kind of notate that as you go.
I could use that one.
You wish you could use that one.
No one is aware that he has stolen these items except him.
I'm throwing it out there for you.
I proceed to purchase a wheelbarrow for all the stuff that I've taken.
That's awesome.
Does he have one?
You want a wheelbarrow, you say? Boy, I got one in the back for you. Let me go get it. He leaves the room to go get you a wheelbarrow. And I'm assuming you just continue the pillaging. Dargoth dagger of -3 power attack cost, flying carpet of +2 movement speed, Diamondine spear of +8 damage, and then he comes back in with a wheelbarrow for you.
Thank you, sir. And I wheelbarrow out of there.
Laden with goods and items, you exit the shop.
So now I'm constantly wheeling all this stuff around. I will share what I have with whoever needs it, I guess. I just like to steal things, the sport of it. I don't really keep anything.
I'm not really after anything. Business.
Ray Mahant, is there anything that strikes your fancy to...
I do like that spear. But spears are thrown, aren't they?
Both and.
I do keep the flying carpet. So no one can...
I think that spear's the only thing that I would... Well, maybe that obsidian axe. I don't know. I gotta look up damages.
Diamondine's better than obsidian.
Yeah, but is a spear better than an axe?
Technically, yes.
Oh, then
I would like the pointy toothpick.
Devad has unfurled the flying carpet and is hovering on it while pushing the wheelbarrow full of items and equipment.
smart.
Did the confetti explosion happen yet?
You hear from inside, "Oh, mama, what is this sorcery?"
Perfect.
Zilks, I hate this place.
Yeah, it seems like a silly place. Kind of like Dayanir.
Indeed.
Alright, let's talk to the chief and see what we can do to get out of here. I'm gonna head to the other building that the old woman pointed out.
Roll a D100, Ray Mahand.
Oh, that's bad. 50.
50. As you kind of look to your right, there's this really narrow corridor as you are able to look out across the buildings. And as you do so, you see what appears to be a small child looking out onto the horizon.
Neat.
Zilks, as you approach the door,
Over here?
yeah, that's him. So as you approach, we'll get to that in a second.
Yes.
Zilks, you are you opening the door?
Yeah, I'm just straight walking in like I own the place.
Roll a sneak.
Classic.
Soon.
Copy that. Zilks, as you walk in, you look down, and what you see is an old lady, the size of a child, and she has bulging eyes, and she looks like she's experiencing every symptom of what appears to be a month's worth of withdrawal.
What do you want? Why are you here?
All right.
She is gripping the desk, white knuckling it.
Well, perfect. This will come into play well. I'm gonna use a speech check and I am all of your sins in mass, and I have come for retribution.
And she runs out of the room, going to the north, out of eyesight. You do not see her anymore.
Perfect. And now
So
we're gonna go ahead and look around.
We're
Okay.
going to pillage this room?
Apparently, yeah. So, as you guys are kind of wandering around looking through this is the inn. Now, it's important to note, as you established earlier, there are no passers through or by this city. This is an obsolete business model that only exists because of her tenacity and foothold on it. So as you wander around, you see a table, cooking utensils, beds. There's a little picnic table out back. You're able to pillage the whole thing, but you don't really find anything of use. You more find foodstuffs, water. You're not sure where she went off to, but you can kind of look around for information if you want.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay, so you guys can kind of talk in the Roll20 chat amongst yourself what you want to do while we deal with Ray Mahan. Ray, as you approach this small child, he's looking off into the distance, out across the desert.
I'm just gonna go over, stand right next to him, or like, if it's a child, like kind of stand over them, like, you know, like legs kind of spread if I
Yeah.
have to. Like, I don't know how tall they are, and I'm just gonna look in the same direction.
So you're looking in the same direction, and you kind of like bend over them because you're 14 feet tall, and this thing's like 3. You kind of like bend over them into their field of vision, and you notice that this child has a beard. He kind of his gaze starts drifting up. You kind of both lock eyes for a moment. Do you do or say anything?
What are we looking at?
Freedom.
Looks like a desert.
He looks back down across the horizon.
Do you know how long I've been here?
Too long? I have no idea. I just got here today.
How old would you guess I am?
Potato?
I can see that your brain works only half the time. I've been here for 739 years.
Is that a lot, or?
I'm assuming you know how old you are.
He looks back up to meet you guys.
Yes, I am 37 moons.
Do you know what it's like waking up every day, knowing
Yes.
exactly what's going to happen? And
Yes.
there's nothing you can do to change it?
Yes.
When you've experienced that for 600 years, it gets old.
That sounds fantastic. I hate surprises.
Can you do me a favor, Dargoth?
I guess.
I've always wanted to know what it's like to walk outside of the city once more.
God, before he even finishes, I'm gonna grab him and just yeet him towards the freedom.
Roll a marksmanship check.
I got you, fam.
This is awful.
95.
All right, with a natural 95, do you have marksmanship?
Not at all.
Okay, I was gonna say if you did, this is a critical hit. So, as you throw him, go ahead and just describe exactly what you do.
Yes, please.
It's straight. As soon as he's talking about, like, can I do him a favor, get him out, whatever, I grab him by the back of the collar and, like, his belt line and just pull him back like a battering ram and just... Actually, I'll even do a spin, like a shotgun or a, shot put spin. Just...
Nice. So if you've ever, so if you've ever picked up like a large amount of Legos or pebbles or like macaroni, just like a lot of small things, right? If you've ever picked up a handful of that, like a handful of sand, like not wet sand, dry sand, you throw him as hard as you can. And as he crosses the event horizon of this circular runic thing, he turns into what can only be described as dust. You yeet him full force into his immediate death.
Look to the left, look to the right, spin around, and start walking towards the inn. And I'm like,
did you hear anything?
Yeah, everyone heard a
No splat.
no splat. It was more like a
Did somebody break wind?
That's the moment I'm gonna look around and be like, wait, where's Ray?
So the only
couple
two
checks.
things back in the inn room, the only two things you find of worth are a ruby ring of +5 pickpocketing
I will take.
and
Nice.
10 underling throwing daggers of +5 fire damage.
I'm gonna take those.
This has been a very lucrative run.
Very true. You also find a small sheet of paper kind of tucked away in one of the innkeeper's notebooks. Clearly, this is her business ledger. Perusing through it, you can see that early on in this business endeavor, there were at least 6 people who came and stayed. and then business dropped off suddenly. The last person in the business ledger was a underling by the name of Sketty.
Sorry.
Why was that funny, Ray?
Like mom spaghetti?
Yeah, that's
Can I search the room for a sweater?
Or like,
You find a sweater for the puns.
Is there vomit on it?
Is there any
Already?
thing to wipe my sweaty palms with?
Yes, you find a moist towelette.
Alright, after that, I'll step outside. Sketty. I'm gonna walk back up to the old woman.
Okay. She just stares at you expectantly.
Do you know what happened to Sketty? He was an underling who was staying here?
Oh, yes, Geddy. He is in the house. Over there.
She points to the southeast part of town.
He lives in the southeastmost house.
Alright. Thanks. I'm gonna walk over to Varric. I don't know what magic's going on here, but see if you can do any figuring out of what's going on. I got no experience with the workings of magic.
He kind of enters a trance for a moment.
I will try to find out what is going on and see if we can dispel this thing. Break the spell blinding.
Alright, and with that, I'm going to head to the southeast building.
Okay. So you travel to the southeast. I'm assuming Ray and Devad follow.
Oh, I didn't get the 6 gold coins.
She doesn't have any more 6 coins.
No, remember I gave it to her to write down this stuff.
Oh,
I
yeah.
paid her to write faster.
You very easily take them again. She is not all there. So coming over to the southeasternmost home, what do you do?
All right, Ray. If whoever's in there tries to run out, wrangle him.
Got it.
I'm just gonna open the door.
Okay, so
Sketty.
as you open the door and walk in, you see an underling. Oh, look at that! 69 for a sneak check.
Oh yeah.
If Jordan were here, he'd make a big deal of it. You are hidden, good sir. So as you enter, what do you say again? Sorry, repeat that.
Sketty.
Oi, who's Sketty?
You must be Sketty.
Who's asking?
Zilks of Clegg.
Aye, Zilks of Clegg, then yes, I'm Sketty.
Sketty, why? What happened? Why are you here? What's going on?
No,
Why
I
can't anyone
came,
leave this place?
and I stayed, and then I couldn't leave, and so I stayed some more.
Why couldn't you leave?
Aye, the magic is killing.
Was the magic in place before you got here?
Aye, no, if it were, then I'd have left long ago.
What all have you tried to leave?
Well,
Like,
I
have you
tried
just
to
tried
fight
walking,
it.
or-
I tried to throw things at it. I tried to find other people to throw at it. No, not a darn thing.
What happened when you threw people at it? We haven't
Aye,
tried that.
they died. They became dust in the wind.
That's crazy.
All we are down at the root of all things, we are all dust in the wind.
So true, dude.
After it, I closed my eyes. Only for a moment, and then that moment it was gone.
So you must have been here when the other representative of Clegg got here and couldn't get out, as I've been told.
Oi, watching them squirm trying to find out what and how to escape. That was, I've never been more excited about drinking a game in my life. Oh, I don't even remember that night now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, great. That's not helpful at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was told that there was a plate of mom's spaghetti.
Oi! Where'd you come from, lad? Because you've been hidden the whole time. You're right on your feet, eh? I don't have a mom here, no, but if you were looking for some spaghetti, I think Maud next door, she likes to make the noodles.
Sketty, who leads this village?
That is going to Maud.
I didn't
I
even
heard
know
you had noodles.
Oh, am I role playing?
Oh no, that was me. Like,
oh, okay.
You're just imagining you approach her for noodles. So why are you in my home, Zilks?
We're trying to find a way to get out of here without dying or turning to dust in the wind. To my knowledge, I can't even seem to find a leader of the village. Does everybody just stay in the home and work together?
Since the spell's been put on the town, there's been a significant rise in communism, yeah. However, it's important to know that if you try to leave, you will die.
Yeah, I trust what you're telling me on that one. I don't want to test it, not yet.
I was the last person to actually visit the town before the spell got put on, and I remember specifically there was a greenish glow. Did you see a greenish glow as you entered?
Nope.
I don't think we did.
I'm sorry I can't be of more help. I know you were wishing to leave, but I would suggest maybe finding an empty home or maybe seeking some lodging at the inn, maybe.
Has anyone tried cutting down the trees?
Start drawing my sword.
You've been here since this spell first happened.
We were just at the inn and we pillaged it, and there's nothing there, I can assure you.
Aye, then that's not good. What happened to innkeeper Wildra?
Well,
she's fighting some demons.
Crazy?
I mean, if you've seen her eyes, you know the demons that haunt her in the night.
Yeah.
We haven't cut down the trees, no. Worth a try.
I throw all 29 of my grenades.
Where?
In this house. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just gonna look at it, Ray. You ready to be a woodcutter for a day?
Oh,
Yes.
I forgot my wheelbarrow at the other house. I'll be right back. It's got all of our stuff in it.
Ray, go ahead and describe for me how you cut down all these trees.
I think you know how I cut down all these trees.
Let me guess. You pull out the cat and you just start bludgeoning the trees into submission.
I feel like that's probably honestly the first course of action, yeah.
I feel like in this scenario... Go ahead.
Until somebody tells me like, hey...
Token?
Oh, no, it's just with you at all times.
Oh, okay.
Until somebody says, hey, you should probably use that sword that's been on your back since episode 2.
I was about to say, I feel like you would just go at it for a couple trees and then Serix would get annoyed and say, use the sword.
Now, I think at this point I've become just passive to it. He wants to do things his own way. Let him.
Let him express his creativity.
Let him wear himself out.
When did Sterix become my father?
I think I've seen enough shenanigans so far to be like,
happened.
No matter what I say, it's just gonna revert to what he wants to do anyway.
You're doing great, sport. Keep up the good work.
So as you guys are working on that, you get about all the trees down, and as you do so, Spellsword Varric finally finds you. Zilks,
going on, Ver?
I was able to use some of my spellbinding expertise. The trees were definitely part of it. I think by cutting them down, you've lessened the amount of potency impact on the spellbinding. There's one more thing, though.
Get out of there! As you're trying to pickpocket spell sword, Varric, he like smacks your hand away. No! This is my pocket.
That was an earlier pickpocket.
Oh, gotcha, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, well, here, let me give you this. You found some Athelian boots of firewall in Sketty's home.
Sketty.
Can I give Varric all of this stuff for the store? Or like what's not being used by the group, I guess?
Technically you can give it to him, but he is a hireling, but not a part of the business model, if you will. Yeah. But you'll be able to bring it back once if you guys get out.
Yeah, Zilks.
Equip everything to Charlene.
There you go.
Yeah, you can put it on Charlene. She'll probably pull the wheelbarrow too. I got rope.
Not wrong.
Put the crown on her, the boots.
Yep.
The most bougie donkey.
The most, just put it on her like actual gear. She's gonna be the equipped party member.
Yeah, she'll be the best of us all.
She's got the spear like zip tied to her neck. She's just jousting.
She's ready for the next group of assassins.
Yeah.
It appears there's some kind of trinket. From what I've been able to tell, it's in this house right here. She points to the home Maud is currently doing the garden in front of. Some sort of item is maintaining the spell. If we are able to find and destroy the item, we'll be able to leave.
Alright, well, I'm gonna look at the other members. You guys ready to have some spaghetti?
Yes.
I take 2 of my grenades in both hands and like flick the little pins out, but I'm holding like the trigger.
Oh yeah,
just ready. Just
You're
ready.
Primed.
I'm ready.
Alright, I'm just gonna straight up kick in the door this time.
Now keep in mind, the pins
Raymond
are gone, and I have no choice but to dispose of these things.
Yeah,
so
you
better be
have
careful.
to use them at this point.
Right.
We'll find a way.
Raymond is very confused, like visibly confused.
I don't think I know what spaghetti is anymore.
As
Sneak.
Syrinx kicks in the door, Devad sneaks, and no one is in here, but you hear Maud yelling from the garden, No, that's my home! She comes running after you, Syrinx, with a rolling pin in hand. Why she had that while she was gardening, I can't tell you, but she's got it. Get out! Get out! She starts beating you over the head with this wooden rolling pin.
Oh, Joe!
I'm gonna go to intimidate her and cease this woman before we ground you into one of your plants.
Oh no! Now
I'm startled when I throw the grenades where Varric is.
poor Varric.
Now, Baron.
Those grenades get. Well, she scared me.
Yeah, roll a marksmanship check, ranged attack. Now, chat has rolled a 47. So, Syrinx, what did you say to her?
I said cease this before we turn you into one of your plants.
How can you even do that?
I'm just gonna point at Ray and just let it hang in the air.
Looking over at Ray, who's outside the home, Spell Sword Vic explodes with how much damage from the grenades you just lobbed at him on accident?
I was sneaking, so it was 2 grenades.
Yeah, one is a sneak attack, so double damage.
Yeah. So that would be 60. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Oh, if it's double damage, yeah, wouldn't it be 60? Because I think one is. No, it's 30. Sorry,
Okay.
30 is the sneak, and then I guess 10 would be the other.
Yeah. So you deal 40 damage to Spell Sword Vic. What was that? Why? What? He's like injured. His arms completely charred. It's going to take
I'm
me
sorry,
weeks
Varric.
to heal that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this about you? And then
Yes,
I walk away.
you attacked me with your grenades.
I just walk away.
Yeah, you better go. How are you gonna turn me into a plant?
All right. You asked for this, though.
Oh no.
Ray,
Is he locked in there?
Ray, can you
No.
plant this woman in the garden for me?
Oh no.
I have no idea what that means, so I'm just gonna run with it.
I'm gonna just grab her, much like I grabbed the last person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Let me back
But
up for this.
instead of like
Gonna stay nice and
forward
sharp.
momentum, I'm gonna like spin around and try to plant her head first into the ground.
Ooh.
Do you have hand to hand?
Yes, sir, I do.
Go ahead and roll. You don't have to roll like an actual attack, full-on attack. I just need to see if you crit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
71.
So how much damage do you deal to her with a single attack?
Single attack would be 14 damage.
Okay, so because you're grappling her and she has no ability to
28.
resist. 28, perfect.
Yeah.
I want you to know that this is someone's, like, she's a housewife. It's not like she's had a career in adventuring. It's not like she's gone out to see the world. She's just minding the petunias, in the front of her house.
Now I want to kill her even more.
Earlier today, she baked a loaf of
hate
banana
petunias.
bread. One day she's hoping for, a family full of children. The spell has really locked her out. She hasn't been able to see her husband in years and years as he's been trying to figure out how to fix things. And you, Ray, you planted her in the ground. Now it's important to know, even though there's vegetation and foliage, there is a very rocky underbed beneath the soil, and you stick her right there. But she's level 1, Ray. She has 20 in her health pool. You dealt 28 damage. You crushed this woman into the ground, and she is effectively just a bloodstain now.
Whoopsie.
I'm imagining that coming out of Ray Mahan's mouth. This 14 full
I was like,
oopsie. Did I do that?
I'm a good boy.
Oh my.
Oh man.
Wait, I gotta say something clever. What would Zilks say? Don't forget to eat your vegetables.
You say that as her body is now beginning to decompose in the
That was fast.
vegetable garden.
Holy cow, that was fast.
Magic works weird here. I don't know what to tell you. So
I walk in and say, did somebody mention banana bread?
you can
You're right.
smell it. Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure I heard you say banana bread. Okay.
Yeah, I said it. What is
I
the
take some banana
31
bread.
from Zilks for?
I'm just gonna start searching out, see if I can find
Okay. So,
anything.
Well, hold on,
No.
just real quick.
yeah.
You were talking about her family and everything. Like, are they here, or is she here by herself?
Unclear. It seems that there are multiple places for people to sleep. Devada now is munching on the banana bread as he's just walking around watching everyone else search.
But her kids aren't running around or anything, are they?
No, to
I hope
your
not.
keen eye, there's no indication of anyone else living here except her.
Okay.
Now, Devad and Zilks, as you enter the back room, you see 3 chests. They're not on the map, but they
Gore.
are there in that back room.
All right.
I walk away.
There's no sport in that.
I'm gonna go over and start unlocking them. If they're in a row, I'm going left to right.
Okay. You try them first. They are each individually locked.
Okay. So here will be my lockpick roll for the first one.
Dang, that's a natural
That's a good
99. You pop it right open. You were
what
gonna
I got?
induct her children into Cobra Kai? Oh
Strike
man!
fast, strike hard.
Yeah.
So
No
Syrinx
mercy.
looks at the chest and the lock melts away.
Yeah. You verbally intimidate the lock and opening.
Like flex your pecs at it, like Terry
Yeah.
Crews.
My flabs just bouncing on my chest.
So in this chest, you find a potion of stamina, which heals for 100 stamina. You find an monk's robe of speed, which the stats are there. You also find 73 gold. Now, while he's searching this chest, what is everyone else doing?
I'm still nomming on the bread.
Okay. Are you going through anything else at all?
I can do a search as I'm eating.
Yep. You see some other like crates and barrels and supply crate things. There's clearly stuff in them. You're not entirely sure what.
Looks like we got all we need here. I can't get out.
Whisper sweet nothings to it, and the
Yeah.
lock just fall up.
So go ahead and roll the second lock there.
Yeah, here's the second.
You lift it, nothing happens. You try to pick the lock, nothing happens. It's just not working.
Okay. In that case, I will move to the last one.
Okay. The last one, go ahead and roll. 65. You pop that one open, no problem. Equally as easy. You find 60 gold and a ring of frost skin, which you can use once per day.
Okay.
Spell Sword Varric has entered the home at this point.
It's here. I feel it.
Where do you think it is? You're the one who can sense it.
He's kind of walking around like Frankenstein.
It's here. It's got to be here.
He's pointing to the chest in the center that you couldn't open.
I'm gonna try it one more time here. If not, I'm gonna enlist help.
There, that was my try.
With a... Do you have any bonuses?
No. Because I don't necessarily believe in picking locks. Like I steal things, but I don't steal them from chests that are locked.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
you
my
respect
one,
their
my one
privacy.
rule. Exactly.
Yeah. So as you open or try to open the lock, it doesn't pop open. 67 is enough to pop it open. Yeah, you just kind of touch it. No thanks. Raymond, what is your 86 for?
I was just curious.
You could have picked the lock by anger. As you open this lock, Syrinx, you open the chest, and inside is an ornate green emerald. It is glowing a bright green glow.
That's it. That is the artifact.
Alright. Where should we destroy it, or is there a way to deactivate it?
Well, let's not do it in this lady's home.
Oh,
You won't mind.
needing it.
It would behoove us to think that maybe we look at the runes and see if they leave if we use it.
Yeah, we are
All right.
standing around the
Let's do
bathroom.
that. Alright, I'm gonna grab the artifact and take it with us.
Okay. As you're walking out, Devad, do you do anything?
No.
Okay. Spell Sword Vic just instinctively walks toward the center of town.
I'm gonna follow him. He's the magic user.
Let's use this here.
At this point, commotion has kind of reached the city denizens as they begin gathering around, curious as to what's going on.
I'm gonna hand the artifact over to Varric.
Oh, I don't want to do it. I'm a hired gun. I'm not going to do this for you.
Alright, I'm gonna start fiddling with it then.
Am I the only one that knows magic?
That's why I hired you, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You're well hidden, Divad.
Well, if I'm the only one, I guess I can do it.
Alright, I'm gonna hand it over to Varric here.
Okay, you hand it over, and it's at this point, Divad reaches over to one of the citizens' pocket to pick it. And I want you to know that you find a potion of healing that heals for 200 health, and you find 29 gold. But Tofu messaged me directly and said the next time that Divad pickpockets, she is inducing a potency flux on you.
Bless you. Oh, no.
She is using a freebie potency flux on Divad. You are dealt 100 points of damage from the potency flux.
I'm still alive. I have 150.
Oh, good for you.
Holy snap.
And I drink the potion
Immediately.
of healing immediately. But I only drink enough that I need. And then I smash the bottle on the ground. Taking me out of sneak, but it was worth it.
Yeah. The guy turns around and goes, "Oi, what are you doing here?"
I don't respond.
You vibe him out and he just kind of walks away.
I'm looking up into the sky universe, wondering how this happened.
So as Spellsword Varric begins to use the item, you can see this greenish glow begin emitting from the artifact, and it begins kind of spreading out across the town. It gets to the runic circle around the town, and you can see this bubble of magical energy begin to become visible. After a moment, you can see splinters in that magical field begin to crack and kind of expand, and begin separating. And then you can hear this glass shattering sound as it explodes outward, and the runic circles are no more.
I think we did it.
Does that artifact still have some juice left in it?
That I don't know.
He tries to activate it once more.
Doesn't look like it, but I mean, might be worth something.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Tofu's reading me like a book. I heard David
What?
try so hard to set up Divad, only for Divad to reveal, "I don't take things that have been locked up." I literally was lobbing it out. There's stuff, there's crates, there's boxes. Take something.
I only take things that I can see, unless it's in the pockets of others.
Yeah, there you go. So, looking around, Spellsword Varric's like,
Look, we've done it. I think it's time to cash in on your bet.
That's the plan. First things first, I'm gonna go to the merchant.
Well, I heard you did the thing and you won our bet. So that means I work for you.
That's right. So I have your point of contact is going to be my merchant Zilks in Clegg, and I'm gonna pull out my map and show him where Clegg is.
Oh, mama, that's a deep underground city.
It certainly is. But
Do you think,
Zilks, I'm gonna get dirt on my blue suede shoes?
Is he yelling?
Always.
From the
He has the
No.
same volume.
You certainly will. Or you can hire somebody to go there for you.
I've never had the ability to hire anybody, but I'm certainly going to look for the first person I see to hire to do exactly that. Hopefully they're not 3 feet tall.
All right, that works. I'm gonna drop a contract and have him sign it.
You'd take a while to go through the business process. While that's happening, Devad and Raymahan, what are you all doing?
I'm trying to ride on the back of Charlene of all the spoils that I have taken from this town.
King in the castle.
I want to ride back like a king when we get back to the store.
You absolutely do so. So
Perfect.
you spend the next week traveling back to Clegg, and as you do so, Spellsword Varric bids you adieu as his contract is now complete, and then you head back to your home, making sure that Zilks receives all of the spoils that you've pickpocketed, looted, and or come across. Is there anything else you do before you go about your week to relax after this week of travel? Or 2 weeks of travel, rather.
Yeah, I'm gonna find Orbo to return his sword.
Aww, look at you being all thoughtful and what have you. Well, that's awful sweet. As you approach him with the sword, he goes, I'm not gonna lie there, Zilks. I've been looking for this for the better part of 2 weeks now. Where'd you find it?
I just saw it laying around and I was like, I've seen that before. So I made sure to hold on to it and get it back to you.
Clumsy me, I guess. All right, then.
Did you ever find anything about the terrorist?
I think we found the culprit. We hanged him.
Okay, perfect. I was worried he'd be targeting Zilks again.
Oh, yeah, no. He won't be doing that anymore.
Okay, perfect.
And as we acknowledge someone was wrongfully terminated, we're going to go ahead and end the session. So, thank you all for watching, for participating. Thank you, chat. Thank you for the follow, Fantasy Animal Vegan. Great to see you. We'll see you guys next week for Jax's Claw. See you then. Bye.
Bye.